Welcome to another edition of the SSC TV3 News. We're more than news. We've been televising news, events, and archives of St. John for more than 43 years. And at the present time, you can watch the news by going to our Facebook page called St. John Community Television. Today is Wednesday, February 2nd, 2022. And as some have said, 2-2-2-2. It's also Groundhog Day. And since groundhogs are located in eastern Kansas, we have to rely on prairie dogs here. Now, Preston, our prognosticating prairie dog, did not see his shadow. Therefore, there will be 6 more weeks of Kansas weather. Thank you, Preston. I'm John McKeel, and I'll be your host for today. This is a live view of the city park at about 10:30 this morning. The sky is completely overcast and a light snow is falling. The winds are out of the north-northwest at 22 miles per hour. The temperature is 16 degrees and the humidity is 81%. These are the features that will be on the show today. We'll start with What a Deal, and that'll be followed by Have Bike Will Travel. You know, we also welcome press releases and public service announcements. Just bring them by the studio or send them to ssctv3@gmail.com. Here now are some of our sponsors. Please let them know that you appreciate their support of our local news. We would normally begin our broadcast with school announcements, but there's no school today because of inclement weather. Thank you, Preston. The monthly Board of Education meetings are telecast live on local cable channel 3. The days and times will vary. The next Board of Education meeting will be Monday, February 21st at 6 p.m. in the basement of the Goodman Library. These meetings are sponsored by the City of St. John and the SJN Bank of Kansas. USD 350 has been and will continue to suspend contact tracing and quarantines for close contacts until February 11th. Testing will continue to be available at school as long as supplies last. Anyone showing symptoms should stay home or have a COVID test before coming to school. Individuals who test positive must stay out of school for 5 to 10 days. If they have no symptoms, they may return to school after 5 days, but must wear a mask for the next 5 days. You can direct your questions to the school at 620-549-3564. Preschool is available for all 3- and 4-year-olds. However, these students must participate in developmental screening before enrolling next year. There's a scheduled screening for March 10th at the library community room from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can call 620-672-7500, extension 1213 to make an appointment. The high school trap team is raffling 2 guns, a shotgun and a rifle. Contact a team member, a coach, or the high school office if you wish to buy a ticket. Tickets are $20 and will be sold until the drawing on February 11th. You must be 18 or over to buy a ticket, but you do not need to be present to win. The Knights of Columbus is sponsoring a free throw championship on Sunday, February 6th at 4 p.m. in the Big Gym. This is for boys and girls ages 9 to 14 as of January 2022. To pre-register, call 620-243-2997. Participants must bring a birth certificate. Let's go now to our city announcements. The City Council meetings are telecast live on local cable channel 3 on the first and third Tuesdays of each month at 7 p.m. You can also watch the playback on Facebook at St. John Community Television. These meetings are sponsored by the City of St. John and the SJN Bank of Kansas. There are no further announcements at this time. So let's go around the square for our announcements. Well, there are no announcements at this time. How about city announcements? All right. The county commissioners' meetings are recorded each Wednesday morning at 8:30 a.m. and played back on cable channel 3 at 10:30 on Thursday. These meetings are sponsored by the City of St. John and the SJN Bank of Kansas. However, there was no meeting this morning. Applications are now being accepted for the Deputy County Clerk position for Stafford County. The job description and applications may be picked up and returned to the City Clerk's office. Applications will be accepted until the position is filled. Snowy weather is here and will hang around until tomorrow. This will not be the last, so keep alert and be prepared. To help you do this, the Stafford County Health Department has a limited supply of weather radios. They are free, first come, first served. There are shopping bags, book bags, bag ladies, and bag men. But not to be outdone, the Friends of the Library has a bag.
The Friends of the Library is having a sale.
What kind of sale?
A bag sale.
I don't need a bag.
No, silly, not that kind of sale. Used paperback books from the used book room.
Who wants some old, worn-out chick stuff?
These books are not worn out, and you would be surprised at the number of interesting topics.
Like what?
History, religion, westerns, sci-fi, and more. Books for all ages.
Sci-fi? Now you're talking. What's the catch?
No catch. Purchase a $5 bag, fill it with paperbacks, and go. You have from now until February 28th.
What a deal!
Wow, that's exciting. Now it's time for our general public service announcements. Now, if you have announcements that need to be included in this portion of the news, bring them by the studio or send them to ssctv3@gmail.com. There will be a blood drive February 18th at the Witts Community Center from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Kenneth Gear passed away January 16th. His funeral service will be Saturday, February 12th at the Grace Church in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. Burial will be in the Stafford Cemetery, and that date will be announced later. Stafford County Emergency Services is having a gun raffle to aid Michelle and Dwight Houston with medical bills. Tickets are available by calling 620-549-3765 or by coming to the Stafford County Emergency Services Building Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. There will be a free 6-week Zoom parenting class sponsored by Stafford County Core Community and Stafford County Resources and Services. The first session will be February 3rd from 5:15 p.m. to 7 p.m. Call 620-792-5700, extension 115 to register. Stafford County Economic Development has been active in creating housing in Stafford County. One of their projects will have an open house February 5th and 6th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in Hudson. 250 new items from the Goodman Library rotating collection are ready for checkout. Here now are more of our sponsors. Please let them know that you appreciate their supporting of our local news. Come on, Preston. Let's go to the Sunflower Senior Center and look at their announcements. This service is housed in the Witts Community Center that is located straight north of the Stafford County Annex at 215 East 3rd. The monthly potluck dinner will be Monday, February 7th at 6 p.m. The lunch bunch will be on the road again Tuesday, February 15th. Lunch will be at the barn in Burton. The bus will leave at 10 a.m. and lunch will be on the traveler's own expense, and the bus fee will be $10. For reservations, call 620-549-3403 or sign up at the Senior Center. The monthly bingo game will be Wednesday, February 23rd from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. Bring a candy bar to play. Do you remember your first bicycle? For some of us, these two-wheeled marvels represented a rite of passage, which eventually evolved into other things. But for others, however, these machines ushered in a lifelong love of riding.
Kansas is not flat. Just ask anyone who has biked across Kansas from border to border. They will also tell you that it was a lot of fun. In that light, the very first biking across Kansas was launched in June of 1975. Inspired by the bike boom of the early 70s, Larry and Norma Christie of Wichita decided that a ride across their home state would be fun. In August of 1985, its avid pedal pushers came through St. John and stayed overnight. Bicycles were parked all over the place. Tents were pitched all over the playground, and sleeping bags were rolled out all over the gym floor. Once everyone got settled, there was the welcome to St. John.
First off, on behalf of the City of St. John, I'd like to welcome you, and it's definitely an honor for us to have you use our city as a stopover place on the trip. I know that you're all real tired, and the last thing you want to hear is a long, boring speech, so we won't take too much of your time.
This was done for you, especially, and we welcome you, and hope you come back to this again.
Good work, boy.
Thank you.
It just looks like a great idea, and we're really happy to have all you people select St. John to stay all night. We're very happy to have you, and the Business Association, in token of their appreciation for you all stopping by to have a little visit with us, are going to have a continental breakfast in the morning in this building, right over here across the hall where a bunch of people are sleeping.
The next morning, breakfast was served, bags were packed, and bikes were made ready. By mid-morning, the exodus began. Now, in 2022, sometime between June 11th and June 18th, they will be here again for their 10th visit to our fair city.
Please help our channel better serve you with quality and informative programming. We have a lot of good stuff happening in our area, and it is our goal to bring these activities to those who cannot attend. If you have items that need to be announced on TV3, or you have an event that would benefit from video coverage, we'd like to hear from you. Give us a little notice and we will be there. Just call 620-253-0037 or send a message to ssctv3@gmail.com. From time to time, our news time will change. This is so that our video journalism students can get some control room experience by accommodating their class schedule. The time changes must also consider our seniors who attend on Wednesday mornings. With this in mind, our news telecast will be returning to 10:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. So join us again next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. for another edition of the TV3 News. Thank you for watching. God bless and help the USA.